Hello everyone, Randy here again, and we are playing Farming Simulator 15 on the States map on the RDAllen multiplayer server. And guess what we're doing again? Wait for the sprayer to fold out. Fields are in need of some moisture, probably amongst other things, but for sure moisture, so I'm going to start with that first. Looks like we might need some weed prevention on this field too. I was just looking at 10. 10 needs moisture as well. Looked like there was weed prevention on that field, but I might need some weed prevention on this field too. I'm not even sure what's planted on this field, to be honest. Or if I could tell. It kind of looks like soybeans, I'm going to say. Without actually looking at the map to see what it is, but... just myself on at the moment. And I'll have to say one thing about the soil mod here. Typically, I kind of like it. I find it to be fun. It adds a little extra layer of authenticity, I guess. Not really the right word I'm looking for there, but it'll work for farming-wise. It just seems like it's a lot of work on the server here. We're constantly spraying, and more spraying. So, it'd be nice if these were hireable sprayers. Then it wouldn't be so bad, but they are not. And even if they were, they probably wouldn't work too good. Like all the rest of the hireable stuff for this spraying, fertilizing, spreading manure. Hiring workers for any of that stuff doesn't seem to work out too good, but oh well. Nutrients, at least right here, looks like we're doing really good. X12 are actually really high. And then X6. Soil pH is good. I think field 10 there looks like the soil pH was a little low. And I have not looked at field 8 yet, so I'm not sure where that field is standing, but it probably needs help as well, I would have to guess. So yes, that's what we'll be working on this episode. Thinking this field's probably pretty close to being ready to harvest. Maybe one more growth cycle? Maybe two. Not sure. Yeah, soil moisture on this field's really low. Looks like it should probably have one more application of soil, or of water. Pretty sure you have to wait a growth cycle for that, though. Kind of like with anything fertilizer related, spray related, you have to wait a growth cycle for it to get applied. And someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the day counter is up at the top right of the screen there. If folks can see that, minus 40 it says. I don't know why it says minus 40. That's just like a hyphen in front of it, or if it's supposed to be minus 40, but I believe that's how many in-game days the server has been running for, not real days. Well, maybe it has been real days too, I'm not sure, and have to look, but I don't think the server's state map, I don't think we've had it on for 40 days yet. That's the in-game days as far as I know. So 40 in-game days in the server here on the state's map. And I believe it takes like 4 days for crops to become ripe on the server here. 4 or 5 days, something like that. So once you plant it, you gotta wait basically 4 days, and then the crops should be ready to harvest. Typically, obviously, without the soil mod, it's dependent on your speed setting, anywhere between 1 to 2 days ready to harvest. Standard farming sim setting there. But yeah, with the soil mod, it works on growth cycles, and a growth cycle happens at midnight. Yeah, it's looking over this lush, lovely field here. I'm gonna have to check what this is. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it looks like soybeans. At least of the crops that are available on the server, I'm gonna say it looks like soybeans. And I've been waiting for like a sprinkler mod to come out. I haven't seen one yet. I don't know if you folks have. Let me know. I'd like to check that out. I know in 2013 there was a large sprinkler mod. It was kind of cool. A little bit complicated to use if I remember correctly, but I think I did figure it out. And it was pretty cool. Yeah, I'd like to see one of those come out for 2015 here with the soil mod and the moisture aspect of things. I'd find that to be a lot more realistic than this setup. This setup here with a sprayer just seems kind of silly to me. Anyway, 10. That is soybeans. Yes, I was correct. And looks like 8 is sunflowers. 5 is corn. As nice and wide as what the sprayer is, it should be nice to have a slightly wider one. I don't think real life they make a wider one yet that I know of. This is what, 40... I don't know if it's said 41 meters according to the GPS mod. That's got to be somewhere in the 120, 130 feet department, I believe. I'm just guessing. I'm not exactly sure what the metric to standard conversion is, but just guessing 41 meters, that's got to be somewhere in the 130 feet. And that is wide, 130 feet. That's, quite a bit of distance between one end of the boom to the other end. Not sure why it's jumping like that. It's kind of interesting. I would have to imagine once you get to the end of the boom here, there's got to be a little bit of flex happening out this far out. Yeah, assuming, let's say it's 100 and... we'll just use 120 to make the math simple. If it's 120 feet, that means center point here would be 60, so this is 60 feet out from the center of the sprayer. Okay, I was going to go on and spray the rest of the fields here, but maybe we'll switch over to spray after this here, and we'll redo this field again just to get some spray on it. I have not seen any herbicide pop up down in the little soil mod info thing there, so... Okay, and for herbicide, what type of herbicide do we want to use for soybeans? Let's see, A or B looks like for soybeans. Looks like if we use like type A, we can use that across all of our fields at the moment. Type A can be used on corn, canola, a bunch of other crops, and then A can also be used on potatoes, sugar beets, soybeans, and sunflowers. So I think maybe we'll do like a type A, at least on this field anyway. Not sure what's on the other fields, maybe we'll have to check that. Actually, I'm pretty sure, yeah, field 5 I believe is sprayed already, so that's actually all set. Did type C on that one, so it really don't matter what we're put on this one then. Go figure. Thin little sliver left again, basically. The case magnum has finished its work. Okay. It was over there planting corn on field 5. I believe that, well, according to that, it's all sewn up now. I'll have to say that it's kind of a cool shot. Sprayer to kind of the clouds and tree line in the background there. Kind of cool. And I know this map doesn't seem very hilly, but there actually are some pretty good hills on it. As you start looking at some of the fields, some very nice, slowly rolling hills. Personally, though, I'd like to see a little more hilly maps. I find that a little more interesting, but... Okay, and just a thin little sliver here. Funny, the soybeans look a little different along this edge than they do over here. Oh, the soil moisture right here is actually quite high. I wonder if I cycle through the commands here. Let's see what's... Soil moisture, yeah, it is low on the field. It's just the grass here that's giving us a little bit of a false representation. not sure. Looks like we must have had a little bit of a lag spike there or something. I'm not sure what happened, but anyway. And we'll check what type of herbicides on field 8 here. And we'll do the same one on this field. Just try to keep the field somewhat the same herbicide-wise. If I can, anyway. Okay. Hold it back up here. Let's check. What do we have on field 8 for herbicide? Possibly nothing, maybe. Okay. Yeah, I'm guessing nothing. I do see some weeds, so this field needs some spray as well. So we'll go with, yeah, we'll go with A then, I guess. And I've never used this option here, the X. I'm pretty sure I know what it does. I've never used it, but I don't know, sometime maybe for the fun of it, I'll have to just give it a try. Switch to NPK, refill. And then we'll do double A. Seems like whenever I do the spray, I pretty much almost always put the double variant of the spray on. Gives the type A fertilizer plus 3 days of protection. Not quite unfolded yet. And yeah, as folks can see, this definitely cost a lot more than the water did put on the field. Okay, read a couple of comments here. Grandpa's Gaming, this is from the last episode of the States Map, was saying, oh poo, LOL, great video. That was the episode where we spread manure there, I believe. Holly was asking, is there a way to download all of the mods you have on FS15 all at once? No, there is not. Nope. Be nice if there was a way to do that, but I'm not sure there really is, so. Craft Farms is saying, what a crappy video, LOL. Thank you much for that, and says I should add horseplay to the server. He says then you could just set it up with a spreader or sprayer and courseplay it, and all would be good. Yes, all would be good. The only trouble is, last time I added courseplay to a server, it caused the server to crash, so I have not taken the time to try it again. Maybe they've got that fixed now, I don't know, but last time I tried it, it caused the server to crash, so. And plus it's a multiplayer server, so typically there's more than just myself on. I don't know, just my opinion, doesn't seem like we really need courseplay. Although on this map it would be kind of nice with all the spraying we're doing. Jorello? I'm not sure I'm saying his name right. Says there is a cotton harvester now. Out now. It's on the mods2015.com website. Yes, I've seen that one. And there's actually, I think there's 2 available on that site if I remember correctly. There's a cotton picker pack. And if folks actually look at that one, it looks nice, but when you actually download it, all it is a bunch of old tractors. I'm not sure if there's the author made a mistake there, if that's supposed to be a joke, but the cotton picker pack on there is basically a joke. There is one other one. I've not tried that one, but there is a second one on there as well. I forget the number of it. It's a John Deere cotton picker. I think if you look for like cotton picker, it should come up. That's on the mods2015.com website. Delcom was saying another craptastic vid, Randy. Thank you very much for that. And since it's a long weekend up here in Canada, as you may get on later, of course this was a day or 2 ago. Actually, there should be a date on this. Okay, maybe there's not. Ah, yes, there is. Yesterday. Or by the time you guys see this, 2 days ago. And yeah, as far as the server goes, I have not been on a whole lot the last couple of days. Been kind of busy doing other things. Yeah, typically I try to be on as much as I possibly can be. It tends to be rather random when I am on, but I have been trying to be on later at night lately. And by later at night, I do mean like 8, 9 o'clock, between 8 and 9 o'clock p.m. And it seems like that's been a pretty good time for other people to get on as well, so I know, like I said, I've not been able to get on a whole lot the last couple of days, but typically when I'm on, that's when I'm on for more scheduled time. And then I'm on other random times as well, but Delcom also mentioned he spent a lot of time mucking out all those stalls. This is glad to see the manure was put to good use. And he was waiting for the plow to catch up to me when spreading the manure there, I'm assuming. Nope, the plow never did catch up to me. I did finish spreading manure on field 5 there. I pretty much left the plow in the dust. So the plow probably had maybe he had half the field done when I was done fertilizing. Maybe. It might have been a small half plowed, something like that. Yeah, it helped too. I was getting all the manure out of the pigs and cows there. The beef cows. So don't have to travel quite so far that way. Speaking of which, I did use a lot of manure. I don't think there's any manure left at the beef and cows. The beef cows and the pigs. I never did look. How much is left at the normal cows here? Just look at that a moment. Too far. Manure. 135,000 left. Of like, what did we start at? Like 300,000 or something like that. There's 800,000 liquid manure. Manure, yeah, 0. Oh yeah, these are chicken 0. There's a little bit at the pigs yet. And a little bit at the beef as well. Yeah, it was probably like a good 200, 250,000 manure there between the beef and pigs. Plus probably another almost 200,000 from the normal cows, so that was a lot of manure on that field. I was able to finish the entire field, so that is nice. And I'm just going to shut this display off here. I don't need that anymore. Delcom was saying, oh goodness, I spent 3 hours feeding stuff and things. Feeding stuff and things, huh? Okay. Says he also spent a few minutes spreading lime and herbicide. And he says you do realize there needs to be one more application, right? The 4-day cycle thingy. Actually looks like we need a lot of applications of different things here. Nutrients are actually pretty good. Just soil moisture, like some weed prevention. Like I said, I think field 10 needed some lime, I believe. Field 5 should be all set. It's got double C fertilizer. It has lime, and it has manure for nutrients. It might need some water. I'm not sure about that. I'd have to look. Okay, what do we got? One more row after this? GPS mod is right. It says +2. Not sure if that counts it. It must be counting it at 0, though. I think that looks too wide for one more row. Yes, the GPS mod does keep track of the lanes there, by the way, for those who wondered. It says +2. I'm assuming it must start at 0 then. And then it also has a number there counting down. I'm not sure if that's meters or what that number is. Probably meters. That would make sense. Counting down until we're to the other end of the field. 390 meters left to go at this point. I will have to say, for all the spraying we've done, these night sprayers have definitely been a big help to the server. Hate to think how long it would have taken us to do some of the spraying with a little in-game sprayer. Ah, yes, looks like one more row yet, then the field will be done. Okay. And with that, folks, I think we better wrap up the episode there. If folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.